Breaker Broke 23. So as you folks know that this channel has a lot to do with audio and Bluetooth and whatnot, and for like the last 4 years I've really been into the Bluetooth scene, and I kind of broke out a few Bluetooth receivers that I'd like to show you guys the differences in them, how flexible some of these can be, and how you can get the most of your hard-earned money. So I'm going to start, let's see here, probably with the low-end units, and that would be these two. And this is a $9 product. You could get this a couple years ago back on eBay and stuff. It is Bluetooth version 2.1, I believe it was. This is wireless Bluetooth, so it's basically battery operated. A couple things I don't really like about this is this has got a very dirty output. These smaller, or I guess I should say these cheaper, more low-end Bluetooth units just don't have a very good sound to them. Being battery operated, this has runtime issues. Sometimes you'll get 6 hours runtime, sometimes you'll get 4, sometimes 8, or you'll have these things charged up, and then maybe you put them in the drawer and you go back to get them a week or 2 or 3 weeks later and they're dead. So yeah, not good. I don't even know why I still own this. A lot of my Bluetooth units I've actually given away. Some of these I just can't break loose from me. I think I keep these two to kind of show people like what not to buy. So this is the next one. These are the in-car Bluetooth transmitters. This is for people that have a car with no auxiliary input in the front of their stereo, have no Bluetooth capability in their older stereo, and this is a real quick solution. You can just plug this into your cigarette lighter. You get Bluetooth, phone operation, and you get a little charger for a cell phone. You can put a micro card in there and do that for playlist, but it's kind of a pain to use. I don't like these because the Bluetooth is very grainy sounding, and these are FM modulated, so these are sending a small FM signal to your car stereo, and you get a lot of loss. So basically you have to turn your phone up all the way and your car stereo up all the way to really get any decent audio out of these things, and these are terrible. I usually advise people to stay away from these. You can pick these up from about, I don't know what, $10, $12, $14. Yeah, I wouldn't really go there. Let's see, next on the list would be like your Wally World Special. So this is a Blackweb unit. This is Bluetooth version 3.1, if I remember right. Not a bad unit at all. It is run by your AC adapter, AC wall adapter, like a cell phone charger type adapter. It's not a bad unit. This is kind of an entry-level unit in, I think it was $23 range, something like that. Very easy to operate. Not a throwaway, but this would be great for a lower-end audio-video receiver or something like that. An easy solution. I do not really like the fact that it can operate your up-down functions on your cell phone or your tablet device. I'm not really into that, but however, this will work in a pinch. Not a bad unit. Well, then there's the ever-popular Logitech, and I look on my Amazon influencer stuff, and these things just sell by the thousands. I get a few returns once in a while. I actually finally gave in and bought one of these because they were selling like hotcakes on Amazon. And this is really not a bad unit. It's a bright sounding unit, but it doesn't have a very good separation from left to right. So it's kind of an overall soundstage type effect. And it works. It does sound better than the Blackweb, and it sounds better than these little cheaper units. So for $22 to $24, not a bad deal. This again would also be okay on a modern AV receiver. I'll get into that in a minute. Okay, so my favorite units, or that used to be my favorite units, were the marine type units from Fusion, JL Audio, NVX makes them. There's a few other brands that make these, and I liked them because they were dedicated RCA outputs, so they had the proper impedance. So when you paired these units up with like a wall wart or an AC adapter, as the kids call them. You can plug them into the back of your home stereo on the switched lead, and they just turn off and off. And once you install these, they're literally not there anymore. You just pair it up, and you've got instant Bluetooth audio. These are Bluetooth 3.1, if I remember right. This one could be 4.1. I know this is 3.1. Not a bad unit at all. The Fusion comes in at $42. The JL comes in at about $40, and these are very hardy. In fact, I will tear these apart sometimes and actually put them in stereos. So this is another project we're working on, and I kind of have this one gutted for that project. All right, next up, we have the Bluetooth transmitter receivers, and I have a couple Mikus units here, and I like these because you can transmit a Bluetooth signal, which is really nice. So say you want to transmit from your home computer, the earphone jack out on the home computer, to maybe a stereo amplifier Bluetooth receiver, or maybe say like a little outboard JL speaker. I like this because then you don't wake up the whole house. You don't have to have your big speakers on. I like the idea of being able to transmit and receive my Bluetooth programming if I would like to. It's quite flexible. Same thing with the RTX 2.0. Gosh, what was this? The price on this was $39. It is cordless, but I do get good runtime out of this. So this isn't a bad unit. A little low output though, to plug into a home stereo. The output on this I'd like to see a little bit hotter, but it works great when, say, you pair it up against another Bluetooth speaker. Oh, why would I do that? Well, this has actually a little bit better receive range than this. So when you combo these things up together, they work really well. I also plug this into the back of my CB radio or a shortwave receiver, and then I can put this under my pillow at night if I want to, or I can walk around the house, and I really like that. I also like to use the higher powered Mikus RTX 2.0 transmitter with the external antenna on the back, and I get sometimes a couple 100 feet of range out of this thing. If I put it in the window in my house, I can get good range. I can take my Bluetooth speaker outside and listen to music outside. It beats the heck out of using your phone. And I'm actually using the internals of one of these 2.0s right now for, oh my gosh, sorry, for a little project that I'm doing. And what I do is I put this inside of a stereo receiver. I use this little jumper that I can buy here on Amazon, and then I can put this antenna on the back of the stereo receiver, and then I get maximum range. I like that. When you go to hide these type units, and I have videos on how to do this, when you hide these type of units actually inside a stereo, the metal case in the stereo can interfere and knock down the reception. So if you can find something that you like with the little mini SMA on the back, you can get an extension, drill a little hole in the back of your receiver. That range issue is done. Good sounding units, by the way. I like the Mikus stuff. All right, this is one of my favorite units, the Harman Kardon BTA10. I really like this. This pairs up very easily. This unit, I think, is selling for about $59 right now. Now, this has very good audio quality to it. Has great left and right stereo separation. Doesn't kind of give you that all-around sound like this one does. So if you have like a nice home stereo, nice 2-channel system or something like that, I recommend the Harman Kardon. Although the preamp section in this, just like this, actually like most all of these, is a little low. So you'll have to turn up your volume controls, say at 10, 11, maybe even 12 o'clock on your home stereo, and then adjust the volume from your cell phone or whatever you're streaming from, and then you get pretty good results with this. This is a little more audiophile than this, so there's a price difference of like 30 bucks, well worth it. Now we're going to go into what I call the premium Bluetooth units. These are very good sounding units. I really like both of these. I have the Audio Engine B1. I have the Blue Dento BLT. Ooh, that makes me hungry. HD, bacon, lettuce, and tomatoes. These have great range because they have the external antenna on there. These two units, This unit sells for $99, and this is Bluetooth 5.0 with aptX XHD, same thing as this. These have optical out, so you can plug these into your DAC. They have RCA output, so you can plug them into your stereo receiver. Love using these on vintage receivers. So here's your digital out. You have a 5-volt AC source in. This one came with an AC adapter. This one did not, however. Maybe it was vice versa. I can't remember. You can go back and look on those videos. These have great separation from left and right for true stereo sound. This is kind of a, I want to say, a more neutral audiophile type sound. Different options in Bluetooth. Thanks for watching, guys. I'm going to put links down below so you can get some of this stuff off Amazon. As you folks know by now, by you clicking on Amazon and buying something from there, that is what helps fund this channel. I get a small commission from Dr. Evil every time you do that. It doesn't come out of your pocket, it comes out of his pocket, and that's kind of the way we want it. I still refuse to go on Patreon and beg for money. I'm not that guy. So I also only link to things that I would actually use. So the cheap stuff does not get links. Anyway, portability, durability, especially in a mobile environment, decent entry-level audio, great flexibility for transmitting and receiving, and excellent high fidelity. All right. Thanks for watching. Appreciate it.